Sorry. Hi, Mr. Unit. I'm gonna unpack it.
It's customary at events like this. Mic check. Mic check. Chip. Mr. Zoodle. Mr. Zoodle, can you hear me okay? Miss French? Get ready. Okay, we're gonna start our dedication program here this morning. It's customary at events like this that we honor our veterans, our soldiers, our warriors. At this time, we're going to have our Riverside Color Guard bring in the colors. Before they do that, I'd like to introduce our students that are members of our Color Guard. Chastity Billy, Navajo, Dominic Dodge, Navajo Cherokee, Connie Miner, Cheyenne River Sioux, Lauren Martinez, Navajo, Caitlin Quam, Zuni, Michael Johnson, White Mountain Apache, and Damian Jose, Tona Odom. Our color guard is under the direction of Mr. James Nails, Navajo, U.S. Army 216th Infantry Rangers, combat veteran, Bronze Star Medal. Also, when the colors are posted, this is going to be the first time here at Riverside that we're going to raise our flag. The flag is going to be taken care of by our facilities manager, Mr. Billy Pewo, the U.S. Army veteran of Desert Storm. I'm going to ask everyone to stand. Stand if you're able. Gentlemen, remove your headgear. And Riverside Ramblers, appropriate songs.
Go! right, face. Forward, march.
Okay, you may be seated. I want to mention that throughout the duration of our program today, we've got Mr. Gordon Whitewolf, who's one of our counselors here at the school. He's going to be going through our buildings, through our high school building first, and then afterwards through our dorms and seating off our facilities. So just wanted to mention that. And at this time, Lord's Prayer.
Tashina.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever.
Beautiful.
Thank you, ladies. Good morning. My name's Tony Dearman. I'm the superintendent here at Riverside Indian School, and we want to welcome everyone to Riverside and to our dedication of our new facilities. Riverside Indian School was established in 1871. We are considered the oldest and largest off-reservation boarding school in the United States. We serve grades 4 through 12. We have a student enrollment of right around 500 students with about 198 staff members. We have 70 to 75 different tribes represented in our student body at any given time. It's an incredible place. I mean, I could stand up here all day and tell you about how great it is to be at Riverside and how proud we are. We broke ground in our dorms in October of 2010, and then we broke ground for our new high school, our new facilities here in October of 2012, and we were actually able to move in and start school on September the 2nd of this year. So it's been a long road, but we're very proud. We're proud of our students, our staff, and we're proud of our facilities, and we think that our students and staff deserve the best. Thank you again for coming.
I know the program has me down to introduce our guests, but we're going to have Miss Amy Samant do that. But I do want to introduce myself. My name is Patrick Moore. I'm the high school principal here at Riverside. And also just want to mention too that, I don't know if it's not on the program here, but at the conclusion of the program, we'll have the academic building open. We'll have some of the teachers in the classrooms. So feel free to tour the building up until about 12:30. About 12:30, we'll resume back to class for our afternoon classes. So at 12:30, the dormitories will be open. So at the conclusion of our program today, if you'd like to tour our new facilities, we'll go to the academic building first, and then the dorms after 12:30. And Miss Amy Samant will introduce our guests on stage.
Welcome. Such a beautiful, beautiful morning. First, I'd like to introduce our school board representatives from the Gila River Tribe, Albert Pablo. Representing the Warm Springs Tribe of Oregon, Ramona Tanawasha. Representing the Wichita Tribe of Oklahoma, Gladys Walker. Representing the Cheyenne and Arapaho Tribe of Oklahoma, Mr. Quentin Romanos. Representing the Kiowa Tribe of Oklahoma, Mr. Ernie Ripper. On stage with us, the Supervisory Contracting Officer from the Southern Plains Regional Office, Jocelyn Littlechief. Representing the Lawton Indian Health Service, Mr. Ketcher. Representing the Anadarko Indian Clinic, Mr. Terry Hunter. Sharon Hunter is our Federal Programs Officer. One of our special education teachers, Julia Noel Rubidoux. One of our Oklahoma natives that's representing the schools across the nation. I'm very proud of Mr. Greg Anderson. He's from Eufaula, and he is the Bureau of Indian Education Chief of Staff. Catherine Fothery, representing the Oklahoma Area Education Office. Representing the Bureau of Indian Education Facility Management Office in Albuquerque, New Mexico, is Philip Sorenso. Representing the Bureau of Indian Education, Associate Deputy Director for the Bureau Operated Schools, Mr. Bart Stevens. Representing Chamawa Indian School in Chamawa, Oregon is Laura Brauker. I would like to make a recognition to the Cherokee Nation business of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The president, if they would stand, Cheryl Cohor. Jody Gilbert is the project manager. John Sparkman is the operating general manager. Ray Coleman is the superintendent. Jeff Worley is the safety quality control, and the rest of the team. Please stand. These people were responsible for the dormitories. We'd like to recognize our Wichita Tribal President, excuse me, Terry Parton. Now I would like to have our alumni to please stand. Anybody that's graduated from Riverside Indian School, this is the dream come true. There you are, thank you. A representative from the Anadarko Historical Society is here with us. We'd like for her to please stand. Oklahoma Historical Society. Again, all of our staff, please raise your hands, please stand and say a big wahoo. We're here. There we are. Stand. People come out. We're very proud. We're so happy. And of course, our kids. Come on, kids. Give a good look. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Also want to recognize, I see Steve Johnson sitting back there from Flintco, so they're responsible for building this beautiful academic building that we have. So anybody from Flintco? Okay, at this time I'd like to call up Mr. Greg Anderson, Chief of Staff, BIE.
Good morning to all. I'm honored and privileged to be here on behalf of BIE Director Dr. Monty Russell and the staff at the BIE Central Office in Washington, D.C. to celebrate this special occasion. Last night in the hotel room, I wrote down some thoughts for 2 reasons. One, I want to make the most of my time and not leave out any information. Number 2, students, remember this. It's a well-known fact that the human brain starts working the second you're born and never stops until you're asked to speak in public. So bear with me. This new facility is the culmination of hard work, perseverance, and dedication by many people over many years. It has taken many years to reach this point. But always remember, it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. It is the result of your vision, your desire, and the will to never give up on a dream. Because you never gave up, you made that dream a reality. And as a result, you have a facility that will serve our Native youth for many generations to come. Many people have been instrumental in this accomplishment. People such as Milton Knoll, Tony Dearman, Joy Martin, Catherine Fothery, Pat Moore, Sharon Hunter, Amber Wilson, Jeremy Lee, and Bart Stevens, just to name a few. Here is where teachers will dedicate themselves to instilling knowledge and values into our children, values such as cooperation, collaboration, respect for self and others, and responsibility. Here is where culture, science, and cutting-edge technology will be used to teach skills and concepts that will sustain our students well into the workforce of the 21st century. To you students, this new facility should inspire all of you to be lifelong learners and engage and empower you to achieve your goals and your dreams and to live productive lives and be great citizens of this country. Someone once said, There are only two lasting bequests we can leave our children: roots and wings. With this facility, you have been given these roots, and the staff of Riverside Indian School, with the support of the Bureau of Indian Education, thanks you for the opportunity to give you wings. You must make the most of this opportunity. This is more than just a great high school and residential facility. It represents a promise that Native Americans will do whatever it takes to give their children a quality education. Our Native American leaders are keeping that important promise and conferring a lasting legacy of opportunity for future generations. We must unify to improve academic outcomes and opportunities for our Native American students, and our actions will challenge the perceived impossibilities and create stories of possibilities and success. I ask each of you to not let this special event be a dream that is over at the end of the day, but let today be the beginning of a commitment to our people that lasts for generations. Like all of you, the Bureau of Indian Education is committed to a positive future in the education of all Native Americans. Standing here, I am inspired. I'm inspired by the staff, the students, the people who made this possible. I hope you are as proud as I am. You deserve to be. Congratulations on this remarkable accomplishment, and thank you for letting me share in this important day for your students, this administration and staff, and the future of Indian education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. At this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Bart Stevens, Associate Deputy Director of BIA Operated Schools.
Good morning. It's indeed an honor and a pleasure to be here with you all this fine day, as was stated earlier. My name is Bart Stevens, and I am the Associate Deputy Director for the BIA Operated Schools. I'm Northern Ute from Fort Duchesne, Utah. I'm Shoshone Bannock from Fort Hall, Idaho. I'm Maricopa from the Gila River Indian Community, and I'm San Carlos Apache from San Carlos, Arizona. And I've lived just in about many different Indian reservations, so I like to say where I'm from so we can make contact with the students that we serve and them understand that indeed we can strive to all be leaders and to accomplish what's set before us by our Creator. So I come here with a humble heart, with a lot of happiness, because this was a lot of work getting this done. Part of my role is to advocate on behalf of the students. Everybody that knows me and heard me speak before understands that every decision that I make that comes across my desk that impacts Indian education is for all the brown-eyed students, and some of them blue and green, but all of our Indian students. That's what we're here to do, is do what's best for our kids. And by you being here today, the alumni, the elders, the teachers, and all the other adults, you're pledging your support to Riverside Indian School to carry on the legacy represented by a class of 1953, and I thank you for being here. Because indeed, this is a day of celebration and a day that doesn't end today. The celebration doesn't end today. I was touring the campus. I got here about 7:30 this morning and wanted to see students, wanted to visit the cafeteria, wanted to walk through the buildings when students are there. And I was able to do that. But then at the same time, as we're celebrating and feeling happy about this side of the campus, we walk through this building and see the other side and see where we came from and the conditions that we existed in for so long. And that just makes me strive to do more of what I can to make sure not only that these buildings are perfect and that everything is in working order, but to do what we have to do to now bring the other half of the campus to where we're at today, to doing for the little kids what we've done for the kids on this side of the campus. And that's my objective. You know, I stand before you, but as a humble man, a traditional man, and as an educator and not a bureaucrat, and want to do what's best for the kids. But there are so many like me, not just here on staff, in the audience, but those that sit up here in front of you. And I have to acknowledge the faculty, the dorm staff, the facility staff, the leadership of the school, the teachers, the ed techs, the custodians, and everybody that sets foot on this campus as an adult and takes on that role as being a role model for the kids that we serve. And the hard work and dedication that all of you provide, not just this school, but Indian country in general, because these kids represent Indian country. So with that, I want to acknowledge Mr. Dearman. He does a fine job here leading this school. Yes. He ordered that flyover for me. No, but Mr. Dearman, as you all know, has a big heart and a true caring for all of you. Each and every one of you, as I watched him greet each and every one of you this morning, asking you how your day is going. Good morning, have a great day. Did you get enough to eat? That's my mantra, and I'm glad he took that with him. But he leads this staff in a way that really no other can, with this passion and his caring for you all, adults included. So I just wanted to acknowledge him. But again, I'm happy to be here. Beautiful facility. And you kids, I know you appreciate the facility. I know that you'll do your best, not just for yourselves, but for your families and your people and your community and your relatives and those that come after you. And any support or encouragement or anything at all that I can do for any of you kids, you make sure to have Mr. Dearman get a hold of me, and we can make things happen, because that's our role as leaders of the Bureau of Indian Education. Thanks for listening to me, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Stevens. At this time, we have a special presentation. We're going to call up our Riverside Indian School Indian Club. Our Indian Club, along with our Apache Club, who you'll see perform later today, they do performances all over the state for different schools, different organizations. They're very highly requested. We're really proud of all the work that they do. So we're going to call them out at this time. And also I'd like to recognize our drum group today and our singers there, our Riverside Ramblers, made up of our staff and our students. They also do a wonderful job in providing music for our dancers every time we have performances. So Ramblers, if you would, let's have one song for our ladies, and then we'll have our boys come out and dance. Indian Club. Also want to recognize Miss Sandy Tate. She's a sponsor of the Indian Club, so she's the one that keeps them all organized and makes sure we make all our performances. Thank you, Miss Tate. Next, I'd like to call up Mr. Quentin Romanos, Riverside Indian School Board Chairman.
Good morning. I know it's hot out there, getting warm, so I'll be very short. On behalf of the school board and the past school board members, I'd like to say congratulations to everybody, the students, BIE staff, the teachers, the administrators, on getting the building completed. You know, we're classified as an off-reservation boarding school. There's 75 tribal nations, so we're really a United Nations school. And let me tell you, if you would like to speak to some of the alumni, they'll tell you stories of who the people they've met. And so students, you know, the people that are in classroom with you in different grade levels that you attend, they're going to be the future leaders of our nation, believe it or not. I can't tell you how many times, you know, we've met people that came from Riverside who are successful in life, and those people are the ones that you're going to school right now. And so because we have a world-class facility now, we need world-class students. We need students to invest themselves into the building, to give of themselves. You know, at the end of the year, if you're one of the ones that says, "Boy, I can't wait to leave Riverside," then I can tell you probably didn't invest yourself. If you're one of the ones at the end of the school year to say, "Hey, I don't want to leave Riverside, I want this to continue," then you have invested yourself in our school system. So with those few words, I'd like to thank you, and you're going to hear from someone who did invest herself in education. I had the honor of attending college with him. His name is Milton Knoll. And I can tell you, in college, his friends referred to him as Bubba Knoll. And so in the future, when you look at this hall, I hope you refer to it as Bubba Hall. Thank you.
This time I'd like to call up Ms. Debbie Seidel from the Riverside Alumni.
Usually you only see me at the end of the year because the alumni started in 1971 when Riverside was 100 years old. My sister and I came down from Pennsylvania because we both graduated from Riverside. So we've been in existence for 43 years. And the purpose of us is to, help Riverside instill in you guys that are going to be seniors this year and graduate to go out and back to your tribes and do something for them. Show yourself what you learned here. Put all your effort into it. You're given a great opportunity. Now we got new dormitories and new school building. When I came here in 1943, I graduated in 55, so that's 59 years ago. But I made a vow that I would come back to Riverside and help them do what I could because I was an orphan. But I've always given my 100% to Riverside. And I just want to welcome everybody and tell them, everybody that you go back to, encourage them to come out to Riverside and get an education and go back and do something for your tribe. And thank you for coming.
As mentioned by Mr. Romanos, we've got a very special presentation next on the agenda. I'm going to call up Ms. Julia Noel Rubidoux.
Kia hit aige. E ki ma a goe kon. Goe ma I a da. Honde get o po ki da da de. Honde onde batsan. De onde a don't a. Good morning. My name is Julia Akima Rubidoux. I am Kiowa. I am also a Choctaw and Chickasaw. What a beautiful and pleasant day it is today. I'm grateful that each and every one of you came to be here with us. I'm very grateful for this privilege to speak with you today. I feel privileged to be able to stand before you today, and it is truly an honor and a blessing to be able to share with you from my perspective and from my family's perspective the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that we have with respect to my late father, Mr. Milton Bubba Noel. Gap ta tai dong. And the historical groundbreaking and turning point for Riverside Indian School. Riverside Indian School has, for me, always been a very special place. This place, to me, truly is a home. I have many fond memories here, thanks to my father. Since the mid-1980s, until he passed in August of 2011, I was with my father so very many times here on this campus and off campus at various events and functions for Riverside. And one of the main values that my father radiated out toward me, and I'm sure to others throughout all of those years with regard to Riverside, was that Riverside was not only a place of employment for him, it was a home. Not only for him in the way he truly loved this place, but also for so very many students that came here. He understood and honored the fact that students came to Riverside and continue to come to Riverside. And if we as staff are receptive to them, gentle and compassionate to them, then they will truly benefit in their young lives and carry that strength through them for the rest of their lives. It is very ironic. Yesterday I was speaking with a parent of one of the students that I currently work with here. The student is in the 7th grade now, and I have worked with him for 2 years. He has older siblings who had attended Riverside in the not-so-distant past and have since moved on with their lives and are doing very well. They are happy. The parent continued to thank me and to thank the Riverside Indian School staff. She said to me, "I owe you all so much for what you have done for my family, for our family, and each and every one of you have been good to my kids, clear back to when Mr. Noel was here. And I will be thankful for the rest of my life." She expressed her gratitude to me and wanted me to pass that along to you all in anticipation of today's activities. She wanted me to let you all know that she will be thankful and eternally grateful for the rest of her life for what Riverside has done for her family. You all at Riverside, she told me, gave me hope and gave my children hope that there is more life and happiness outside of our reservation here. There are more opportunities. And so these words came to me, her words came to me at a very good time. They were appropriate, and I wanted to share them with you all. The dedication of this plaque and the memorial for my late father, Mr. Noel, is truly a wonderful blessing, although it's somewhat bittersweet. My family and I feel so much pride in seeing these new buildings, these structures, because they represent newness and accomplishments and possibilities and hope for the future. But at the same time, the feeling is somewhat bittersweet because my father is not physically present here to be with us, as this new high school and dormitories was his hopes and his dreams for Riverside. He always wanted to strive for goodness and safety for Riverside. I want to stress that I said he is not physically here to share in this joyous and historical occasion with us, but I truly believe, as does my family, that he is without even a portion of a doubt here with us, present in spirit right now. I think about all of the other wonderful human beings, those employees who have also left us, who have left this world and gone on to the spirit world, and how this too, I'm certain, was their dream as well. Some of the individuals I think about that I knew were Mr. Rusty Wakini, Mr. Johnny Hunter, Mr. Sonny Tiger, Mr. Mike Williams, Ms. Karen Wooster. And there are many others whose spirits are also with us at this very moment and are overseeing us and smiling and content, hopeful that we will continue on with the legacies that they have left before us, for us to pick up as employees, supporters, fans, parents of these students, teachers, and most of all, role models. This dedication comes at a very appropriate time. Any time would be appropriate, but this truly is a wonderful gift for our family, that we are truly humbled that this dedication is being made in memory of my father, because in 10 days is his birthday. And this is a wonderful gift to our family. Thank you so very much for honoring his memory in this way. If we could see him now and hear him, I know you would probably all agree that he would just give us that very gentle smile, that focused and determined yet humble expression in which no words needed to be said, but yet strength would flow from him and radiate out to those that he made contact with. I would like to share with you a short reading from N. Scott Momaday, the Pulitzer Prize winning author and also Kiowa tribal member. He wrote this in memory of my father. Bubba Noel was a good man, a natural leader, and an extraordinary example to all who knew him. In another age, he would surely have been known as a great warrior, for he was straightforward, self-contained, loyal, and absolutely true to his principles. When I became a member of the Kiowa Gourd Clan some 40 years ago, I took notice of Bubba Noel. He cut a striking figure, resplendent in his regalia, risen to some high level of spiritual concentration in the steady motion of the dance. This man, I thought, is the model of a Kiowa man. He embodies the best that is in us, the best that we can be. Now I see him as a warrior who has come to eternal rest in peace at his beloved Rainy Mountain. On top of the mountain he stands tall and proud, surveying the world that was his ancestral home and the place of his belonging. The sun, as in Sundance days, shines down on the sacred earth and touches him with immortality. I would like to end by sharing with you a scripture taken from Philippians chapter 1, verse 5, that lingers in my heart when I think of my father. It says, "Let your gentleness be evident to all." Also from the book of Colossians, "As God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion." These scriptures echoed my father. Again, please accept my family's appreciation and gratefulness for this prestigious and humbling honor. Blessings to all, and most of all, blessings for Riverside Indian School. Aho batongya obaha. At this time, like to call up my family. Our family at this time would like to call up Mr. Tony Dearman to receive a gift. Mr. Monroe Satoke. Mrs. Amy Samant. Obaha.
the plaque that you see here is going to be mounted inside the entry doors there of the new academic building. At this time, we've got our Riverside Indian School Apache Club. They're going to come up and do a special performance for us. Junior high, elementary, if you haven't already, you can go ahead and head to lunch.
oh,
So once again, for the official ceremony of which we're gathered for, on behalf of the Bureau of Indian Education, the Office of the Associate Deputy Director, BIE Operated Schools, and the Director in Washington, D.C., we hereby dedicate these new facilities to the children of Riverside Indian School.
All right, well, I want to thank everyone for coming. Students, it's a little bit early, so you're going to have extended lunch period today. But at 12:35, that bell will ring. We'll go back to 5th period classes. Okay? To all our visitors, alumni, tribal leaders, our academic building is open now if you'd like to tour. And then at 12:35, when the students go back to class, we'll have the dormitories open. So again, thank you for coming.